The silence in the stadium was deafening. 75,000 people held their breath. Ronaldo was lying on the ground, clutching his knee, writhing in pain. But nobody knew that what was going through his mind at that moment wasn't the injury. It was the phone call he had received an hour earlier. He had cried alone in the locker room. Now he was on the field and 90,000 people were watching him. The locker room was noisy as usual. Music was playing, teammates were joking around. Ronaldo sat quietly in the corner, tying his cleats. That mechanical motion, a motion he had repeated thousands of times. But today his hands were trembling, his phone vibrated. He looked at the screen. It said unknown number. Under normal circumstances, he would never answer. But a feeling, an inner voice, told him to answer. Hello? The voice on the other end was cold and clear. We know everything about you, Cristiano. Everything. Ronaldo's face turned pale white. What? Who is this? What do you want? We'll just watch. Today in the match, something will happen. You'll decide which side you're on. The line went dead. Ronaldo stared at the phone. His heart was pounding wildly in his chest. His hands were ice cold. Which side you're on? What did they mean? His teammate Pepe came over. Hey, you ready? Ronaldo looked up. That familiar spark wasn't in his eyes. Yeah. I'm ready. But he wasn't. He had never felt so unprepared. But the most shocking thing was, that phone call was just the beginning. The lights came on. The crowd went wild. Ronaldo! Ronaldo, they were shouting. He always felt powerful when he heard these voices. But today it felt like someone was watching him from behind. The match started. The first 10 minutes went normally. Ronaldo got the ball, dribbled, passed. Everything was routine. In the 15th minute, things changed. The right wing opened up, the ball came to Ronaldo. He entered the penalty box. The goalkeeper came out. Ronaldo was about to shoot. Right at that moment, a strange sound came from the stands. A whistle. But not a normal whistle. It was like a signal. Ronaldo hesitated. A 1-second hesitation. The ball slipped from his foot. The defender intervened. The opportunity was gone. The fans groaned. Oh, Ronaldo looked up at the stands. In the middle section of the stands, a man was standing. Black-hooded. Motionless. Just looking at him, Ronaldo felt sick to his stomach. This is exactly when everything changed. Whose side was that man on? 23rd minute. Ronaldo in midfield. Ball at his feet again. This time determined. Get it together, he told himself. You're Cristiano Ronaldo. Nothing can stop you. He started running. He passed one player. Passed the second. Approached the penalty box line. That whistle from the stands again. This time Ronaldo didn't look. He shot. Powerful, hard, to the corner, goal. The stadium roared. Ronaldo spread his arms, looked to the sky. That iconic celebration. See, he shouted, but even while celebrating, he could feel that man's eyes on his back. Teammates hugged him. Pepe, that's it. That's the Ronaldo I know. Ronaldo smiled. But his smile seemed forced. On his way to the locker room, the phone in his pocket vibrated again. Message, good game. But it's not over yet. Watch the 67th minute. Ronaldo put the phone in his pocket. His hands were shaking. The 67th minute? What's going to happen in the 67th minute? You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. Everything would be revealed in the 67th minute. The second half started. Ronaldo was paying attention to every second. 50th minute. 55th minute. 60th minute. Nothing was happening. Maybe it was just a joke. Maybe he was being paranoid. 65th minute. Ronaldo was waiting in midfield. His heart was beating fast. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. 66th minute. The ball went to the opponent's goal. Corner kick. Ronaldo ran to the penalty box. Like he did on every corner kick, the referee blew his whistle. The ball went up, 67th minute. At that moment, time slowed down. Ronaldo was jumping in the air. He was going to head it. But at that moment, a player from the opposing team made a strange move. He hit his knee against Ronaldo's knee. It was intentional. Definitely intentional. Ronaldo fell to the ground. His knee burned with pain. He writhed on the ground. The stadium went silent. The referee ran. The doctor entered the field. Teammates surrounded him. Ronaldo had one thought in his head: they did this on purpose. Someone planned this. He looked at the stands. The man in the black hoodie was gone. He wasn't in his place. Wait a minute, don't miss this detail. Ronaldo didn't know the biggest truth yet. Ronaldo was injured, but it wasn't serious. Just a sprain. But his psychology was broken. He left the match. A player came in to replace him. He was sitting alone in the locker room. He had put ice on his knee. His head was confused. There was a knock on the door. Come in. The door opened. The person who entered was the team's security chief, Marcos. He had been working with Ronaldo for 10 years. He was a trustworthy man. Cristiano, I need to talk to you. Ronaldo looked up. What happened, Marcos? Marcos came in. He closed the door. His face seemed serious. You received a phone call today. Didn't you? Ronaldo froze. How do you know? Marcos took a deep breath. Because I was the one who sent it. What you're seeing now is nothing. The betrayal was from your closest. Ronaldo tried to stand up, but the pain in his knee stopped him. You? Marcos, you? Marcos raised his hands. Calm down. Listen to me. Please, listen. You've been by my side for 10 years. I trusted you. You're like family, I know. That's why I did this. Marcos's eyes were filled with tears. Cristiano, someone wants to hurt you. You're in serious danger. But I can't trust anyone. Not the police, not the management. The only thing I could do was warn you. Ronaldo stopped. What? What are you saying? Marcos sat down. 3 months ago, a gambling gang approached me. They wanted information about you. Your matches, your schedule, security details. I refused. But they threatened me. They threatened my family. Ronaldo's fists clenched. Why didn't you tell me? Because I had no proof. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know what they wanted. So I made a plan. I made that phone call to warn you. I told you something would happen on the field. Then I placed that man in the stands. To scare you. To see your reaction, and my injury, I didn't plan that. Marco shook his head. That player from the opposing team, he needed money. The gang gave him money. To injure you in the 67th minute. When I found out, it was too late. Ronaldo collapsed to the ground. My God, you won't believe this, but the biggest threat hadn't come yet. Ronaldo, let's go to the police. Right now, Marcos, we can't. There are police officers inside the gang. We don't know who to trust. Then what are we going to do? Marcos pulled out a file from his pocket. I've been investigating for 3 months. This file has all the information. Names, photos, bank accounts. But it's not enough yet. We need a witness. One of them needs to talk. Ronaldo took the file. He flipped through the pages. There were familiar names inside. Very familiar. Isn't this the club's vice president? Marcos nodded. Yes. And this is the communications director. Both are inside the gang. Ronaldo's world shook. Our own club? Our own people? They're working for betting companies. They're manipulating matches. If you had been injured, you would have lost the match. And they would have made millions. Ronaldo threw the file in anger. I sweated for this club for years. I gave everything. And I know. But now you need to calm down. You need to think strategically. They talked for 2 hours. They made a plan. Simple but risky. Ronaldo would hold a press conference. He would talk about his injury. But in reality, he would send a message. A message to the gang. We'll trap them, said Marcos. While you're speaking, I'll contact the FBI in the background. It's an international case. They're trustworthy. Ronaldo nodded. What about my family? If something goes wrong, I already put them under protection. They're in a safe place right now. Without your knowledge, Ronaldo was relieved. Smart. The next day. In the press conference hall, there were 200 journalists. Cameras, flashes, microphones. Ronaldo approached the podium. He was limping slightly, but his face was determined. Hello. First of all, for those wondering, I'm fine. There's no serious injury. I'll be back on the field in a few days. Journalists took notes, but I didn't come here today just for my injury. I want to tell you something. Football is not just a game. It's the passion of millions of people. Their dreams. And some people are trying to taint this game. There was silence in the hall for the last 3 months. I've been receiving threats to me and my family. There are people who want to manipulate matches. I will not be silent. I will not be afraid. I will reveal the truth. Journalists were shocked. Questions poured in, but Ronaldo continued, in this business, there are people from my own club. And their names? I will report to the authorities. Today, the hall was in chaos. Cameras were shooting frantically. In the back row, there were 2 men in black suits. The men he saw in the file. The vice president and the communications director. Both their faces were pale. They stood up. They left the hall to exit, but at the door, FBI agents were waiting. When they thought it was over, the biggest surprise came. Everything happened so fast. FBI agents arrested the 2 men. Handcuff sounds were heard. Journalists ran. Cameras shot. Ronaldo watched from the podium. Marcos came to his side. We did it. We succeeded, but Ronaldo wasn't comfortable. It's not over yet. The gang is big. These are just 2 people. Marcos smiled. Right. But when these 2 talk, the others will fall too. Domino effect. Ronaldo relaxed. I hope you're right. The gang was taken down. A total of 23 people were arrested. Among them were police officers, executives, betting company owners. It became an international scandal. Ronaldo was at home. With his family. His son was sitting on his lap. The news was on TV. Thanks to Cristiano Ronaldo's courage, a major gambling gang was taken down. His son, Dad, you're a hero. Ronaldo smiled. No, son. I just did the right thing. His mother put her hand on his shoulder. Your father would be proud. Ronaldo's eyes filled with tears. His father had died years ago. He had never known him in his successful state. I know, Mom. I know. 10 days later, Ronaldo was back on the field. Same stadium. Same crowd. But this time, everything was different. When he came out, the entire stadium stood up. 90,000 people applauded. Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Ronaldo, for the first time. Ronaldo cried on the field. Tears streamed from his eyes. They were tears of happiness. The match started. In the 12th minute he got the ball. He ran. He passed one player. Passed the second. He entered the penalty box. He shot. Goal. The stadium went crazy. Ronaldo spread his arms. But this time, there was only joy. No fear. No doubt. He was free. After the match he went to the locker room. He showered. He checked his phone. There was a message. Unknown number. His heart started beating fast. No, again, he opened the message. Congratulations, Cristiano. You won this battle. But the game is not over yet. There are other players too. And they are much more dangerous. We'll see you very soon. Ronaldo dropped his phone. Marcos came in through the door. Is everything okay? Ronaldo showed him the phone. Marcos read the message. His face became serious. It looks like there's something bigger. Ronaldo took a deep breath. Then, we must be ready. The camera slowly zoomed in on Ronaldo's determined face. That familiar fire was in his eyes. That warrior spirit, whatever comes, he was ready. This story is fictionalized, inspired by real events and characters.